Hey guys, it's Andy from CCG.
Hey guys, it's Breeze from CCG.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, this is Mason if you haven't met him yet.
My name is Matt, and welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming. My name is Andy, and today we are playing with more Paldea Evolved cards. Today, on the right side, we have Gardevoir EX, being piloted by myself, and on the left side, we have Matt playing Urshifu with the Rapid Strike box deck. Oh, wow! Already off to an incredible start here. Looks like Matt is going to pop the Forest Seal Stone. Of course, Matt, being on the Urshifu side here, is going to grab likely a Remoraid and an Inteleon. Getting that Remoraid down as fast as possible is really crucial in these matchups because of that Octillery's Rapid Strike search. It allows you to search for any Rapid Strike card in your deck every single turn, but it only allows you to do it once, so setting up more than one, of course, a little futile. And it looks like he is going to go with that Inteleon and Remoraid, attach for the turn, and pass it over. On the Gardevoir side, looks like it's going to be 3 benched Pokemon here. It's going to be, looks like Ralts, and considering the third one, it's going to be a Zacian V. This is a pretty interesting play here. Of course, Zacian V, a 2-prize Pokemon, so not a great liability on the bench. However, that Roar of the Sword is a really good ability to get you going, and I think in this matchup, we'll see the Gardevoir player try and go for 2 shots on the Inteleon VMAX. Concealed cards is the choice here. Gonna get 2 more cards. Attach for turn. Benching a 3rd Ralts. Very good turn to start here. And it's going to be Roar of the Sword to end the turn. Back over to the Rapid Strike side, we see an Octillery and another Inteleon V and a VMAX. This hand is absolutely stacked. Looks like trying to decide what to do for the turn. Of course, Tower of Water is very important to try and get out of the active, but also really important to start getting the ability from Inteleon to put energy into the discard pile and, more importantly, to put damage on the board. Yeah, looks like Matt deciding that he definitely did need to discard that water energy because of the effect. It's going to be an Iono. This is going to be great for, of course, both players, being a new, fresh hand of 6. We'll see if this gives the Gardevoir player any outs to a potential attack from Zacian on this next turn. Looks like on the Rapid Strike side, going for the Tower of Waters with this Octillery to get an attack off with the Inteleon and put damage on the board and take a knockout. Yep, and it is going to be that Tower of Waters here, and that's going to go straight into play and allow the Urshifu player to retreat that Urshifu, get it out of the active, which it was initially in harm's way, and going to get a nice attack off with this Inteleon VMAX. Ooh, and the Alakazam is really good here, of course, being able to move damage counters freely on your opponent's side, at least 2 in 1 turn. So it is going to move 40 to the Zacian, make it so that Inteleon could take a knockout later with more ease. And it's actually going to be an attack for 70 into the Greninja instead of taking a KO here. Likely valuing the Rapid Strike energy on that Inteleon, and there's not much threat to take a knockout. Looks like the Cresselia is coming out here from the Gardevoir side. Cresselia very good for hitting 2 shots on larger Pokemon and, of course, picking off smaller Pokemon in some of the more niche matchups like Lost Box. Looks like instead going to go for the energy with that Fog Crystal, keeping the Cresselia in the deck for now. But is going to choose that Kirlia off of the level ball and try and get some refinements going and maybe a potential rare candy into Gardevoir EX this turn. This is an interesting matchup because, of course, the worst starting Pokemon you could have done for the Rapid Strike is Urshifu, and we're going to get to see if that's going to come into play later in this game. Rare Candy gonna evolve into the Gardevoir EX here. And evolving the Ralton to Curlia, using that refinement. Drawing through the deck, really nice and easy here. Gonna attach to further retreat. And it's gonna be another Ultra Ball. Grabbing a Manaphy. This is interesting, of course, with the Urshifu and that Rapid Strike energy. A Manaphy is almost necessary here to prevent a knockout from G-Max Rapid Flow this following turn. So it looks like benching the Manaphy here, retreating into Zacian, and using Psychic Embrace to attach one. Playing Collapse Stadium to get rid of that Greninja. Very good play there. Removing all the damage from play. Oh, wow, and a research for a fresh 7 cards. Really fantastic hand. And another candy there gets a Shining Arcana Gardevoir into play. And there we go, Shining Arcana. Yep, doesn't even matter. The plan was there, if I do hit an energy off of Shining Arcana, then there is no need for the energy from the discard pile. So that's why we took that back there, but we did end up putting the energy there anyways because Shining Arcana did not get a target. So it looks like going to set up for the 2-shot on this Inteleon VMAX. And it's going to use its ability to put 2 more damage on 2 Pokemon on the Gardevoir side. Looks like Irida is the choice for the turn, so potentially getting that Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX and maybe a way to get energy back from the discard pile. It's actually going to be that Lumineon, it appears, so potentially valuing the Lumineon for a supporter card next turn, like Cheryl. Of course, this deck commonly does run Cheryl. Oh, but it's going to determine that, yep, the Inteleon VMAX is likely better. And then he's going to go in with a Rapid Strike Search from that Octillery to go grab a Rapid Strike Energy. With the Inteleon, this is going to be a knockout on the Zacian this turn, so it's going to be up to the Gardevoir player to determine what to do next in order to keep taking prizes and put that momentum on the Rapid Strike player. Putting 20 damage on 2 more Pokemon again. Looks like the Rapid Strike player is going to move even more damage onto the Zacian and retreat into the new Inteleon VMAX. Looks like it is going to be the attack for the knockout from that Inteleon VMAX, returning the Rapid Strike energy to the hand and doing 140 damage. Oh, but there we go. There's a boss's orders on the other Inteleon VMAX. Shining Arcana hits 2 energy, and it's going to be a refinement to draw a couple more cards here. And energy being attached for turn to the Gardevoir on the bench. And Gardevoir EX being evolved into. And it looks like Psychic Embrace is going to attach 3 energy to the active and hit for a knockout. But not before a Super Rod shuffles back in some Pokemon, trying to prevent an Echoing Horn play for the Rapid Strike player in the future. And we are going to see the Psychic Embrace here, attaching 2 energy. Oh, and it's going to be a retreat into the Gardevoir. Catching 1 more energy with Psychic Embrace, and looks like it's going to be a knockout with the Gardevoir. This is a pretty decent play here because it means that the Gardevoir EX is not taking any damage. Of course, Gardevoir EX is susceptible to a 2-shot from the Inteleon VMAX, and most notably, the Rapid Strike decks do not have boss's orders in them commonly. So we're going to see if the Rapid Strike player here can determine what they need to do to win this game. And it looks like it's going to be trying to knock out that Manaphy and potentially set up for an Urshifu VMAX to win the game later. It's going to be the Medicham, looks like. Medicham, of course, does have that attack that lets you take another turn if you take a knockout with its attack. It places 2 damage counters anywhere you want on the board. So we're going to see that attack Yoga Loop probably onto this Manaphy in this turn. Looks like the player debating what they want to take off of the Rapid Strike Search, and it is going to be the Inteleon V. And they do bench it here. Kind of an interesting play because there is no longer an out to the Lumineon V, but this is going to allow for the Yoga Loop and a potential Inteleon VMAX next turn. Switching who you want to do it, move it to. And it's going to be a Yoga Loop knocking out the Manaphy and taking an extra turn here. So a prize and a turn, and he's going to be able to attach to the Inteleon VMAX and take another knockout on this Gardevoir. Looks like going to be another ability here, putting even more damage on the field, really determining what he wants to do here. Obviously, there is the Rapid Strike Search, so he can go grab that Rapid Strike energy and attack with the Inteleon once again. But in this situation, you almost want to evaluate if you want to draw cards or if you want to try and go for the attack. Of course, going for the attack here is the best possible plan, but it looks like the Rapid Strike player already has everything in hand, so yeah, even discarding the Rapid Strike energy, nope, gonna go with the discard on the Urshifu. And that Superior Energy Retrieval is gonna get back 4 water energies, which is gonna allow for a lot of uses of that ability. Looks like only grabbing 2 though, and is actually going to attack with the active. Now this is a really good plan from the Rapid Strike player here, as long as the opponent does not have access to the boss's orders on a potential later turn. So taking a knockout with the Smash Uppercut from the Medicham V, doing 100 damage, and there is no resistance counted for. Looks like the benching of the Greninja here, that's really interesting because if Echoing Horn goes down here, it is going to be very easy for the Rapid Strike player to evolve into Urshifu VMAX and get a double knockout. So we're going to see an Iono here. It's going to be down to 2 cards, but with that Rapid Strike Search, it's very easy for the Rapid Strike player to go grab the Urshifu VMAX, and all they would need is a Water Energy. And of course the Echoing Horn. And it's going to be a Psychic Embrace, taking a knockout here on the Medicham V due to weakness, doing 380 damage. So it's going to be 1 prize to 2 prize in favor of Gardevoir right now. And it's going to be up to the Rapid Strike player to determine what needs to happen this turn. With Tower of Waters in play, everything in play has free retreat except for that Alakazam. Looks like it's going to be another use of the ability here from that Inteleon. And we're going to see a Research. Really good draw off of the Iono. Yeah, it should not be the Rapid Strike Search here. It should always be the Research first. And there goes the Research right there. And it looks like they have it with the Ultra Ball. They can go grab that Urshifu VMAX. And with the Rapid Strike Search, they can go get Echoing Horn. And it looks like they see it now. They're going to Echoing Horn the Ralts into play and attach the energy. Going to retreat and do 120 to both Pokemon on the bench, and that is going to be game. So, of course, would have been game for Gardevoir in their favor. They had Boss in hand. However, the bench of the Greninja ended up losing them the game. So, got to remember that if you're playing something down, it's really, really important to remember that Echoing Horn is a thing, and of course your opponent can play around with damage on the board in that Rapid Strike matchup. So you saw the 20 damage go on the Greninja, which meant that G-Max Rapid Flow was able to do 120 to 2 bench Pokemon and take a knockout. So that's it for this episode of Paldea Evolved Testing. Thank you for watching, as always. If you wanted any of these deck lists, they are always posted in our Discord. You can find that link below in the description. And if you would so kindly leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content, as we post weekly videos and we stream live on Twitch every single weekday. Of course, thanks for watching. My name is Andy, and I'll see you guys next time.